All right, this week's episode is action-packed. It's an episode of two brothers that are doing what they love to do, and it's pursuing awesome whitetails here in Northeast Ohio.
Well, the buck I shot this year, I named him Holy Brows, and the story with him starts back in 2018. I had trail cam pictures of him. I considered shooting him that year. I had a pretty rough season. I ended up passing him several times that year. I felt like he really just needed another year. And fast forward 2019, he was at the top of my hit list. I just could never get him figured out. Hunted for him a number of times. Had a bunch of pictures of him on the Moultries, and over the course of several years, I had thousands of pictures of that buck. And I would go through them and I'd try to figure out what causes him to show up. And the very few times he would daylight, what was the common denominator? Finally, the thing that I noticed was a trend when he would show up during daylight, which was not very often, was that it was always on a really rainy, nasty day. My strategy for hunting him basically changed to where if it wasn't nasty and raining, I wasn't gonna hunt for him. All right, it's November 25th. I've just gotten the blind. It's rainy and gloomy kind of day. But deer are moving, bucks are still trying to find those last stows that are hot, and all the deer are trying to find food, so it's a good time to be in the woods. I had a bunch of other bucks on camera, especially on some of the other places I was hunting, and one of those is Pretty Boy, and hopefully you'll see more of him later in the upcoming seasons. I actually passed him twice last year. And at the time, it was tough. He was one of the nicest deer I've ever passed. Just a really nice, solid deer. I wasn't sure if he was 3 or 4, but I felt like he needed another year to grow. So I let him walk. I actually stopped hunting that spot just because I don't think I could have passed him another time. I was really trying to get on Holy Brows this season. He was my #1 hit list buck.
There's a big buck here that I'm hunting. His name is Holy Brows. Well, it is November 30th, opening day of Ohio's firearms season. I'm hunting an urban unit spot here, and mostly for that reason, I decided to ditch the gun this morning, and I'm back at the Elite Cure, so hoping to have a good buck come in this afternoon or evening.
Featuring set technology, Elite bows are known for their extreme ease of use, smooth draw with solid back wall, comfortable grip and accuracy, while the legendary lifetime warranty with Hunt Guarantee extends ultimate confidence when it's needed most. Experience the world's most shootable bow by taking the Shootability Challenge and demo the 2021 Encore and Remedy at an Elite retailer today.
There's a big buck here that I'm hunting. His name is Holy Brows. Last year he had a big split brow tine on his right side. And this year he just has big brow tines, but he doesn't have that split this year. I'm still calling him Holy Brows, and I'm hoping he shows up this afternoon, so we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
So actually, there was a squirrel running through this tree, and I'm filming this squirrel, and all of a sudden I look over to the right, and he's at 35 yards. Quick, get the camera on him, grab the Elite, trying to get all lined up for the shot. And he walks in front of me, get the camera on him, come to full draw, settle the pin, and
Let's be honest, we all need a dependable truck. And when you buy a car, you want to feel like you bought it off somebody that you can trust. And I've always felt that way, honestly, with all of my heart, coming here to Vanderveer Chevrolet.
Our trucks come with a warranty forever, car washes for life. So when you're out there in the mud and you get a little dirty, you can bring it on down, drive it through the car wash.
Leaving with a smile on your face, knowing you got that good deal, and knowing that if something happens, you have that peace of mind with that lifetime warranty. With what I do and who I am, my integrity, I want it to be respected at the highest level. And I know with the customers that I send here, they all call me and say, you sent us to the right place. And that's what Vanderveer Chevrolet is for us. This is the right place.
Hey, we'll be glad to help you out and treat you the same as we do Doug. We want to do the same for you.
So I see him coming through the brush in the rain. So I quick get the camera on him, grab the Elite, trying to get it all lined up for the shot, come to full draw, settle the pin, and let it fly. Day of Ohio gun season, and I shot my biggest buck ever with a bow. Oh, man, it's nuts. That's crazy. I hit him a little far back. Not super happy about that, but I think it's a vital hit. I know it's a vital hit. Gonna have to give him a few hours here to die. I'll probably come back in later tonight and look for him. So, you know, it's raining, so it's gonna be a tough blood trail, and it looked like I liver shot him. And then he slowly walks off into the woods. So I really started to doubt whether I'd put a good shot on him. And with the rain, it's gonna snow that night. I was kind of went from really high to a really low spot right there. Just not sure if it would work out with recovery, how that was gonna go. If it snowed all night long. And I went out to the truck and I sat in the truck for a little while. I reviewed the footage, and he was quartering toward me when I shot, which I hadn't quite realized he was turned toward me like that when I shot him. But the arrow went in right behind the shoulder, and I was pretty confident I got at least the back of the lungs in the shot. So I gave him about an hour, and it was starting to get dark, so I wanted to at least get eyes on him if possible before it got dark. So I went up on, there was a knoll I could kind of see down into where he went down into. Kind of went into this like little bowl down alongside a creek. So I got up on this little ridge, and I was glassing down into that bowl and moving my head back and forth, trying to get eyes on something. And all of a sudden I see this antler sticking up out of the weeds. It was down on the ground. And so I carefully moved in a little closer, and I glassed him up again, and he was definitely down. So I moved in very carefully just in case he was still alive, and he was definitely expired.
If you look at this guy, he is beautiful.
What an absolute tank of a deer. I had a lot of history with this deer. I passed him 2 years ago. Last year I was hunting him and it wasn't working out. I ended up shooting a different deer, and then just putting the end of the story together. This year, just shooting him, it was hard to believe it actually worked out. God is good. Thank the Lord. To me, it was really cool and really special, killing my biggest buck ever on opening day of gun season with my Elite. It was definitely a challenge hunting Holy Browse, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm looking forward to chasing the next one.
All right, so Derek, 3 years of history with this awesome deer, and you put it off, you gave him another year, you put it off, you gave him another year, and finally, all the chips fell where they may, and God blessed you with such an awesome deer, a record book deer in any account. Well done, my friend.
Established in a small town in 1981. A company that produces quality products that archers have come to rely on. I started shooting with a Scott release and have passed the tradition on. My dad always told me, never forget where you came from. Well, I haven't. Shoot with confidence. Shoot a Scott.
Second day of Ohio gun season. So I get my little brother Brian. You might remember him from last year. He shot his first doe with a crossbow. And so this year we're gonna try for something with some antlers on it. And so grab him, we load up the truck, four-wheeler, we head down south, and it's been snowing all night long. It's a winter wonderland. We head into the woods. Snow everywhere, still snowing, fresh deer tracks. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we hike way up this hill to a blind set up on a little food plot. The nice thing is it's a box blind, so we're staying pretty warm up there.
Yeah, it's November 1st. What time is it? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna try and get a nice deer, hopefully a buck, but go with a doe if I saw one. And here's my brother Derek. This is a nice, beautiful December day. And yeah, I hope we get one.
Brian's got the 350 Legend in his hand. He's ready to smash something. So we're sitting up there for a little while and look over, see this younger buck walking on the food plot, and he's kind of eyeing it and trying to decide if he wants to shoot it or not. I'm like, hey, you know what, dude? It's up to you. You shoot whatever makes you feel happy.
We are not just a sight company. We are Custom Bow Equipment, your premium accessory company. Precision sights, rests, quivers, and stabilizers. Custom gear for every archer. Available at your local dealer.
We went through the brush over there, tracked him for about 20 yards. Found him laying beside some brush by a tree and dragged him back out.
Every hunter dreams of mentoring and taking out another person and teaching them how to hunt. And Derek and Brian captured from beginning to end the full spectrum of what it means to be a hunter. Congratulations, guys, on another great week here at Created Outdoors. All right, so that's it for season 5 of Created Outdoors. God has blessed us with a magnificent season, and you're gonna notice some changes here at Created Outdoors. All these episodes are gonna dump rather quickly before Ohio whitetail season opens up, and there's a reason for that. The reason is this: when we're traveling now, and we're hunting Kentucky and we're hunting Colorado, within weeks we're gonna produce content that's relative to what's happening right now in each of our lives as we struggle with things that men struggle with, and as we persevere with brothers and spend time in God's created outdoors. Season 6 is here. Get ready.
Well, here it is the next day. It's kind of dark last night for the recovery, so decided to put him out here this morning to get some better pictures of the video of him. Blew up into a really good buck here, and super happy to harvest him yesterday. Shot him with my bow, opening day of Ohio firearm season, and took down my biggest buck to date with my elite viewer. Super pumped, super blessed. God is good.